Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Magnus Larsson and the CMO of PopMax, and I welcome you all to this leadership call. This, of course, is the call we do every Sunday and with the updates and information from the company. And of course, occasionally we also have guest speakers who are coming on board as well to share all kinds of information with you guys. It's really, really interesting to see so many people to be on live Zoom tonight. So I thank you very much for taking your time and leading into this. And I have to tell you one thing. It is actually very, very important that you do attend on these live calls because a lot of things is happening so fast that this is the time you need to hear it. Not tomorrow, not next day. You need to hear it now. Okay? And especially today, we have also a going promotion that I will explain more to you in this call as well. Now, one of the reasons why we have so many people on this call today is, of course, that we have a let's see here, what happened there? A special guest, which will be the co-founder of PopMac, Mr. Nick Vaughan. However, don't get alarmed. Here's the problem. He took a mistake about the time. So currently he's sitting on a flight, but he sent you a short message, which I will explain, and then after that I will talk more. Okay, listen to this.
Hello everyone, it's Nick, co-founder of Pop Social. I was supposed to join tonight's online meeting, but I got the time wrong. I will be on flight during the time, so I'm sorry for missing that. Thank you, Magnus, to bring people together. I'm truly looking forward to meet all of you guys next time, and I'm so excited that can work you guys together to build our ecosystem even stronger. See you guys soon.
So, unfortunately, as you hear, Nick took the time zones wrong, so he is on the flight right now. But however, he shared with the information and so on with me, so I will be the one actually explaining it guys for you guys today. I hope that is okay. I do apology for Nick not showing up today, but we will get him next time and hopefully already next Sunday. But I don't confirm it yet until I know where he is, so I can give him the exactly local time this time. No matter what, today we have very important topic, and one of them is PopX. See, some of you have heard about it, but someone doesn't really know about it, what it is and what it do. I have to tell you, this is one of the most important puzzles in our ecosystem. I didn't understand it fully in the beginning, I can tell you that as well. Now I do understand it, and I want you to really understand the magnitude, the potential PopX has. All right? And we short and briefly will just mention about Pop Chain as well, which is the upcoming project that will be launched during quarter 3, but the test phase is already up and running, so we believe it's going to be launched in August already. And this, my friends, is something massive. So I'm not just using buzzwords here, okay? But some words is very important to know. And regarding PopX and PopChain, these two things in our ecosystem make the whole complete. Okay? Let me start by sharing a little bit about PopX, and then I will show you also the ongoing promotion that started actually yesterday, but now we have the chance, all right? So PopX, this is the official logo of PopX, which I think is very professional, looks very neat and nice, and it makes sense to get into our ecosystem as well. Now, let's go into in-depth interpretation of what PopX really is. And we're going to speak about some points. Number one is their PopFund's 4-tier positioning. This is also very important. Number two, strategic intent and development plan. Also, number three, PopX fund launch. Ordinary people like you and me, for the first time on the have source of capital distribution through PopX. All right. Number four, 5 major opportunities for members' wealth growth. This you don't want to miss. Number 5 is to talk about 4 dimensions of future prediction and judgment. Number 6 is a table to see through all the wealth position of POP. And that will make sense in the end when you see everything lay out for you. All right? Now, let's talk about the 4-layer positioning of PopX Fund. Number 1 is the capital flagship. PopX is the capital engine of PopMax and PopSocial, equivalent to like what Goldman Sachs and BlackRock, but of Web3. Now that is cool. We all know that PopSocial is the, of that, but now with PopX, we are the Goldman Sachs and BlackRock of Web3. That is cool. It's not only a fund, but also a core force to promote ecological incubations, liquidity support, coin price stability, and PPT utility, which is of course of all our interest. It's a financial engine. The operational development of the ecosystem evolves around the PPT token, and the financial flow of PopX will continue to drive its value up. It's a project incubator. PopX will use PPT to invest in Web3 and AI projects incubated on PopChain, providing these projects with capital, resources, technology, resources, and market support for these projects. It's eco-governor. In the future, the DAO model will be introduced so that all users holding PPT will have the right to govern, vote, and participate in project selection and capital utilization decisions. Now, as I said, this is all fancy words, but in all, you will understand everything in the end. With PPT in your pocket, you will rule the world. That's how it is. Okay, strategic intent and development rhythms. Let's look at the strategic objective of PopX. It's to create a new benchmark for Web3 funding operations. PopX will become the first choice for Web3 entrepreneurs and investors, benchmarking against BlackRock, Andreessen Horowitz, and other traditional capital predators. The hard words in this presentation, I have to tell you. Now, if you talk about rhythmic advancement, the scale of the first phase fund is $10 million, which $8 million will be injected by the founders. All right? $2 million will be raised by the society. Now, actually yesterday they came out and said instead of us all going in investing directly in the fund, they came out with a promotion, which I will share with you very shortly how they will raise the additional money. And for us, it's an amazing opportunity. Not only that, $20 million in PPT will also be injected into PopX. This becomes very powerful, and now we are on the go. It is expected that around 20 to 50 projects that will be incubated within the first 6 months. I have to say that is very, very big. And priority will be given to those who will implement the pop chain. Remember, I talked about before how important it is to have our own blockchain. Now we are onboarding more and more companies, projects into PopChain with their own ecosystem that will support the value and growth of PPT. In the future, they will continue to launch the 2.0 and 3.0 phases with a clear path or rhythm for strong execution. Strategic intent and development plan. PopX vision is to be the benchmark of Web3 capital operation. While others look at trends, PopX looks at foundations. And this is actually very true. If you're looking into a lot of people, they are following what's next trend, what next trend. But no one actually looking at the foundation to see if it's good from the ground up. So this is actually very good incentive. It's not about copy small projects. It's about modeling after the most valuable Web3 mechanisms. You know, in the world they say today, there is absolutely no new ideas, but new inventions or something like that. But what people doing today that is very successful is to take ongoing projects, concepts, whatever, and then combine them and make a totally new concept about it. This is exactly what PopX is going to do here. For example, they're looking at aging layer, which has an amazing yield system. I don't need to go into details exactly what they do, but you can Google it up, aging layer, and ask what is a yield system, what they're doing. You also have another company called Blast, which has you can deposit money and then you always take part of airdrops, for example. That is also a mechanism. And then we have layer 0, which has a cross-chain interpretability, means you have one chain to use all chains. For example, if you think in these three and then you combine it to one, then you have something really interesting. And of course, it goes even further by integrating physical stores, IPO roadmaps, DAO, DeFi, and CeFi. This DeFi means decentralized finance, and CeFi means centralized finance. For example, if you're looking in exchange, you have, for example, a liquidity pool, and you can do a DeFi. If you have centralized finances, like, for example, Nivex, where you have buyers and sellers and then a platform who takes care of it. That's the difference between DeFi and ZeFi. So all these kind of things is also going to be integrated into part of the PopX strategy. Also, PopX wants to be the smartest bank, the most profitable investor, and the wealth factory of Web3 world. If you're building big things in Web3, PopX will be your go-to capital partner. This is what they have and intends to do. And if you join early, you're not just a user, you're actually a shareholder in the future financial empire. If you're looking for the practical impact analysis for members, for example, points of opportunity, description, and the revenue potential. This is what I'm going to share with you right now. This is the 5 opportunities for wealth growth. Okay? Now, take notes. Number 1, the PPT appreciation. That means when fund injection, increased circulation scenarios, supply and demand raise the coin price. The more things we do with PPT, and we at the same time have a burning mechanism, meaning we're reducing the supply, but we're making more and more people using PPT. This is what we're talking about PPT appreciation, the price. And the revenue potential, of course, is set on very high. Actually, to be honest, I've been in blockchain for roughly 10 years in different projects, looking, understanding, reading white papers, whatever. The whole concept of POP is one of the most amazing things because they actually make things happen. They're moving forward, they're pushing hard to move it forward. So the revenue potential is enormous here. Okay, number 2, participate in primary market. For example, fund incubation projects where the members have the opportunity to receive equity dividends. And this is the part of PopX. If you're part of PopX, you will have a lot of different equity dividends. As you see, revenue potential here is very high. Everything from 10x to up to 100x. Okay? Okay, governance voting. Become a DAO member, participate in decision making, and control the direction of funds. Meaning, for example, that the people will come, the company will come and say, okay, we have this project here. They do this, 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 this. What do you think? Should we invest? Yes or no? That is your power, your voice, that you can decide, okay, this looks very interesting. I'm in. And then you have they have voting power. Number 4 is stable cash flow. This is one of the things that we all love. PopX is no loss income through the quantitative strategies, meaning it's stable passive income coming through this. You won't be able to lose. That's the cool thing with this one. And the 5th is ecological binding. Holding tokens or coins can be used for participation in exchange, social platform rewards, and other scenarios. Meaning, when you're part of PopX, you will receive a lot of different airdrops from different projects that they have invested in. And if you, so long you're part of that, you can either sell these tokens or keep them and do different things. This give you multiple applications, multiple choices what you want to do. Okay? Now, how to PopX turn PPT from tokens into asset. Remember, I remember myself, I said, okay, PPT has no real, they don't do anything, you just buy and sell. It's called chips trading. But from this, with PopX and Pop Chain, it goes from speculative coin to actually a value coin, backed by real investment and not just hype. So this is where we grow from from start up to where we're going to. This is actually very, very interesting. And not only that, it's also going from a market coin, like I said, trading ship, into a system coin. Now, PPT is operating system of a financial ecosystem. So that meaning everything in our ecosystem, we all can use PPT for different things. But now, together with all other people joining in and creating their own ecosystem using Pop Chain, PPT, it becomes this operating system of financial ecosystem. And this is very interesting. Okay, it's a future prediction and judgment. If you look in this, we can say the dimension of PPT price trend and analyze it. They say between 3x to 10x medium term growth as fund activates and adoption rises. Of course, timelines is very hard, but I personally believe there's this very modest analyze, to be honest. 3x to 10x from now, yeah, I think it's going to be far more. But okay, this is medium term growth. As PopX roll out with Pop Chain and everything, so many projects will come on board and create more and more momentum on our PPT. Ecological depth. Pop Chain will evolve into a 10-year ecosystem, including AI, content, and DeFi. And we're looking into the infrastructure, we will have the chance to have a multi-chain wallet exchange integrations on the way for the mass adoption. And this is the smart part where we have their own token, we have our own blockchain, we have our own exchange, and we also have PopX who can then fund and help people to use all these three. It's the best thing I ever seen. It's a so smart layup because we have our own thing. And community-based governance. DAO will anchor strong user engagement and governance participation. Like I said before, you have your voice and you can actually say what you think and do, and that's with this one. Now, moving on. I just need to move this one. Sorry for that. Here we go. PopX turns future unicorns into investable asset, package them into an official fund, and lets ordinary people like you and me buy a share of that upside with minimum entry and maximum leverage. Meaning, holding PPT is actually owning a part of the empire. Think about that. As long as you're holding PPT, you're owning a part of the whole empire. Okay? It's interesting. Wealth takeaways, you're no longer a consumer or a promoter. You actually are a co-owner in a scalable, capital-driven ecosystem. PopX isn't just launching tokens, it's building a Web3 digital nation. How? Well, PPT is the currency of the nation. Pop Chain is the digital infrastructure. PopX is our central bank with a venture capital funds. Punkverse is an offline metaverse access. Pop Social is a content economy layer. Nivex Exchange is a financial infrastructure. And BETV is the decentralized YouTube and TikTok with token rewards. This is our ecosystem today, guys. This is what binds together everything and make this so powerful that you will see what will happen in the future with our, not only the price of PPT, but everything else. PopX serves as a capital injection and financial engine, investing in high potential project teams. These teams then use the funds to issue tokens and build their ecosystem on Pop Chain, eventually listing and trading of those tokens on our exchange, Nivex. At every step of this process, PPT plays a role, making it seamlessly a complete value cycle. As I said, we can offer all-in-one solution. We have everything they need. As long as they come in on PopChain and they need funding, we have PopX. We also have the possibility to list on exchanges like Nivex. We have everything here. And the winner of all of this is, of course, you and me, who sits with PPT. The 5 keywords of the PopX Foundation. Number 1, driving value, which is, of course, the most important thing when you're running something, a foundation, is the driving the value. Number 2, incubating the future, binding liquidity, stabilizing volatility, and community governments. PopX is an irreplaceable position in the Pop social system. Like these 5 keywords is, yeah, they mean maybe nothing right now, but will mean everything in the future. Because it makes this whole concept or whole company, the whole empire, to become stronger, longer vision, and secure the future. This is the most important part of the whole thing. Now, Pop Wealth closing loop. Even ordinary people can become millionaires. How does that mean? Well, if you're looking at the fortune flywheel, what this is doing, how to make money, and how can I participate? We talk about PopX for first. PopX invests real money, $8 million from their own pocket, plus 20 million in PPTs, and additional 2 million coming from us. How you use PPT to participate in the original investment, but when the project is online, it is possible to skyrocket 10 to 100 times. How to participate? Take the PPT to grab the original shares and earn your first wave of dividends of the fattest coin circle. Fastest or fattest, I don't know. It's not my slides, just to let you know. Pop Max. Enhance the ecosystem, optimize the model, and help the project grow. This is Pop Max from the beginning. And how to make money? As the project grows, PPT will become must-have token and the price of coin will rise. The earlier you hold PPT, the more dividends you will receive. All right? Nivex is its own exchange where projects go live and transaction takes place. All transactions require PPT. The more people trade, the higher demand for PPT. You can participate in future transaction fees and vote for the token uploading. PopChain is our own blockchain highway. Project launch, a coin in issuance are all done on this chain. The more active the chain is, the higher the coin price will be. And that makes sense. Remember now, we're going back. Every time you make a transaction today, for example, in PopMax, you need to use BNB for every transaction. When you withdraw, when you do staking, you need to do something. In not too far away future, we're talking about Q3, which is soon. We don't need BNB. We will need PPT to make this transaction, everything. And that's now, okay, we only think in PopMax. Still, a lot of people using that. But then you're thinking, when we're launching, for example, Pop Social, a lot of people will log in using what? They need to use the blockchain, right? It's Web3. So they need to use PPT in their wallet to log in to the Pop Social. And then you take from there. Now we're talking only internal. Externally, we have a lot of other ecosystems that will also come in and use our blockchain. And same thing there. They need PPT to make transactions. PPT is the gas fees, is the transaction fees. We are now burning tokens. Okay, we are burning away from 200 million down to 100 million. And at the same time, we're increasing the utility of use. People need to use PPT in the future. So you can only imagine if you're thinking, if reduce supply but increase demand, the price of PPT has to go up. All right. PPT is the core fuel on the chain. The more projects are online, the more favorable it is. Pop Social Token, the PPT, is the pass and the ticket for the whole system. It is used for all project investment, social tasks, and governance. Hold it in advance, participate in airdrops, and collect coins by doing different tasks. This is how they will be working. If you're then looking at Punkverse, it's an offline metaverse store connecting to the real world. Branding, organizing events, opening virtual reality stores, increasing visibility, plus commercial realization. How to participate? Well, you can join and open stores if you want. You can participate in creation, organize events to earn exposure and traffic. And not only that, we also know that an upcoming IPO is around the corner. But next year, Punkverse, through their mother company Punk Code, will go to Nasdaq. And they're already pre-listed right now, no trading because the IPO has not started. But you know, the ticker is PKCD. You can Google it up and see everything there as well. Now, the last part, but maybe the most important part, is how can I get part of PopX? Okay, let's move on to the next slide. This is the PopX Fund Partner Incentive Program, officially launched yesterday. All right, it's limited to 1,500 seats, meaning people who today go in and stake 10,000 USDT, choosing 180 to 360 days, will then get $2,000 value worth of fund privileges in PopX, meaning you become the seed funding. You will become the shareholder of PopX. If you're not among the first 500, then you will be part of the next 1,000. If you still do the same thing, you will get $1,000 value worth of fund privileges. So what are these fund privileges actually? Well, you can see here, early investment access. You as a, shareholder of PopX, you will then become, you can get part of seed and private rounds of PopX ecosystem projects. You will have, similar to, like I said, Eden Layer, Blast, and Layer 0. You will have an airdrop priority from the PopX mainnet, sub-projects tokens, partner tokens, NFTs, VIP memberships. Not only that, the platform revenue sharing. Each quarter or yearly returns in stable coins or tokens. That means passive income will come. And as I said, their first 6 months, they have 20 to 50 projects they're going to invest in. Okay? That means, first of all, we will probably receive a lot of different airdrops, but also the platform revenue sharing will be very, very interesting. You also have governments and VIP club access, proposal rights, internal intel, exclusive resources. Now, I could say, yeah, go, hurry. But if you understand the magnitude of this, like I said, this is going to be the Web3 version of BlackRock. This is their ambition. And so far, everything they do, they actually do with really intense. So, stake $10,000, 180 to 360 days. If you're quick, you will be among the 500 first. If you're not that quick and maybe do it next week or something, maybe you will become one of the 1,000 participants. But make a decision because this is really, really good to be part and be in early as a fund partner. Okay, this was the short version of the PopX. And I do apologize again. I have not made this power slides. I'm not really 100% getting the full um, speech around everything, but I hope you still get something about it. Another interesting thing is I hope Nick will come next week. I will definitely make sure he will have the time right, because I want him to come in next week to speak about Pop Chain. And this is one of the key things that will create a lot of traffic for us. Not only that, it also is a huge thing to get our PPT to skyrocketing. So at the moment, what I will do is I will share with you first the PPT light paper, the POP PPT light paper that actually was introduced 2023. And this I will share in our announcement groups. We will send it out there. Also, I will share with you the Pop Chain white paper. This is actually very interesting to read. It's for those of you who like these kind of things. I will share this in an announcement group. And next week, definitely, you will have more information about PopChain and the possibilities, the opportunities that come with it. You can hear in my voice, I'm very excited that I actually, even though Nick didn't make it, I still think we are in a good shape when it comes to also PopX, but also PopChain. So that will come next week. Okay, and of course, we have the upcoming Bali Summit, which is going to be Q3 2025 in Bali, Indonesia. And in order to you to participate, you need during the date of July 1st to August 15th, you need an individual staking amount of $20,000 with a lockup period of 180 to 360 days to secure one summit slot. You can also combine sub-accounts. For example, if you have 2 accounts or 3 accounts, but it's directly sponsored by you, then you can combine these and together have 30,000. Then you also can qualify for this part. Also, you have a chance if you have a small team performance, means if you minimum have 2 legs, right? And your smallest leg have done a volume of $150,000 during July 1st and August 15th, you also will qualify for that part. The interesting part here, you have the premium Bali vacation experience, high standard hotel accommodation, all the summit and gala dinner and everything. Interesting part here, your on-site luxury prices, of course, especially mystery gift pack of PPT. Remember now what I said just with what will happen with PPT. So this is very interesting. Why they give a mystery pack of PPT? Yes, because this time you have to pay your airfare for yourself. But they have said this. As they receive the special mystery gift pack, they will have more value than the airfare cost. So in a way, you get free, but you just need to pay it first and then you get it back in PPT. So this is how it works. This is the information we have so far. We're still waiting for the exact date of Bali. Secondly, we also, when they are sending out invitation list, which might be after August 15, then the first 800 people that qualify reach out, then they will be part of that part. So let's see. I will come back with more information regarding this. Lastly, as I said, I will send out the light paper of POP PPT and also the white paper of Pop Chain. In these groups, we have a WhatsApp channel. Everyone is anonymous. You don't need to be afraid of that. You can either scan here or ask your upline versus sponsor to give you access to these groups. You also have on Telegram, same there is a channel, so no one sees who is in there for those of you who are still in between networks, if you say. So with that, I will say thank you so much, guys, for this week. I hope you understand more about PopX. And next time, I will make sure that Nick have the right time and we will be here and listen to him as well. So again, thank you so much for this today and have an amazing week next week. See you next Sunday. Bye-bye.